My roommate spent a year telling people I was unstable. Justity, she learned why you shouldn't provoke a psychiatrist. When I moved in with Emma, I was thrilled, an affordable place near the hospital where I'd started my psychiatry residency. The first few weeks were perfect until I mentioned seeing a therapist myself. But you are a psychiatrist, Emma said, eyebrows raised. Why would you need therapy? I explained most mental health professionals have therapists too. Emma nodded, but something changed in her expression. Within days, she started telling neighbors, be careful around Sarah Parrott, she's dealing with serious issues, she'd whisper. She's in therapy and she's the one treating patients. I ignored it initially, and her 80-hour residency weeks left little energy for confrontation, but the whispers grew. Friends asked if I was doing okay with strange concern. Dates would cancel after coincidentally meeting Emma. Then I discovered she'd been searching my room, pair and medical journals with diagnoses underlined, pages photographed, and sent to friends with captions like Sarah's self-diagnosis materials. Worried about her, the final straw. My program director called me in because someone anonymously reported concerns about my mental stability. Though he dismissed it as unfounded, I knew who was behind it. That night, I decided if Emma wanted psychological games, she'd chosen the wrong opponent. I documented everything, pair and her comments, witnesses, timestamps. I set up a legal camera catching her searching my belongings, then I implemented strategic reinforcement. When she'd make false claims, instead of defending myself, I'd respond with concern. Emma, I am worried about your fixation on my stability. This pattern isn't healthy. When she'd exaggerate interactions, I'd say, that's not what happened. I am concerned about these memory distortions you are experiencing. Witnesses observed her growing frustrated while I remained calm. Telegala 101. The more someone loses control while calling you unstable, the less credible they appear. Yesterday, Emma organized a building meeting to discuss concerns about me. I arrived in my hospital coat with my program director and 2 attending physicians. Before Emma could begin, I addressed everyone. I've asked my colleagues to join us because many of you have heard concerns about my mental health. As professionals, we recognize these as textbook projection. I distributed documentation of Emma's year-long behavior, printed illegal entry into my room, defamation, attempts to interfere with my employment. Rather than press charges, I am moving tomorrow. But as someone specializing in paranoid ideation, I felt ethically obligated to provide resources. I handed Emma referrals to 3 therapists. Your first consultation is paid for. I hope you find the help you need. The room fell silent. Later, neighbors apologized for believing her. My director commended my professionalism. Emma hasn't spoken since. She just watches as I pack. People forget psychiatrists don't just understand mental health, but we understand people, their motivations, their vulnerabilities, the difference between us and those who weaponize psychology. We're bound by ethics to use that knowledge responsibly.